Let's bring in the global president ready to lead Africa, Godbless Otubure, who joins us live from our Abuja studio. Good to have you join us, God bless.
Thank you for having me as always.
So I want to move this conversation towards political reforms, because I know that you are an active part of the Not Too Young to Run movement. So let's talk about political reforms. We all agree that young persons are a significant asset in when it comes to the global population. We also agree that capacity has now been enhanced in terms of leadership for young people. Let's talk about inclusion. Where are we now in terms of inclusion? Do we have more people? Where are we on that scale?
We're still far away in terms of what we want to achieve, but I think we're making steady progress. So when you see what we did with the Not Too Young to Run bill, and the fact that that bill was passed and now it's a law, and in the 2019 election, we got about 300 people elected across the country in different state houses of assembly, the Federal House of Representatives, and other appointments that have come with young people. We're making progress, but the kind of progress that we want and the speed with which we want that to happen has not happened yet. So, but we've also now seen that there's a resurgence, there's a bulge of youths and our interest in governance and how our society is shaped. So I think some level of inclusion is happening, but currently we're not yet there. We can't say it's uhuru yet.
And I like that you mentioned the Not Too Young to Run bill, which have been passed into law. But one thing we know here, we can all agree on, is that most of the youth-related and youth-oriented policies only have paper value. And that's why most times it's difficult to translate them into reality. Talk to us about, because initially it used to be the capacity of young persons that was the challenge. Now we can say that young persons have the capacity to lead. So what is the exact challenge now that is not paving the way for inclusion?
I think it's just a question of a system that has been led by an older generation that I would say right now has not been very open to passing the baton of leadership to a younger generation. For us that are ready to lead Africa, we are simply answering the age-long question: are young people ready to lead? And we're saying yes, we're ready to lead, because when you look at Samson Itodo of Yaga Africa, you look at Hamzat Lawal of Connected Development, and you look at Shalid's Africa, I'm trying to remember her name now, I just forgot that. But we have a lot of young people who are doing amazing work. So it is not a matter of capacity. It is just a society that is led by old people who are not so open to passing the baton. And that is what we are saying to them, that look, when you don't give room for young people to serve and lead at their prime, you deny society a very important resource of development. Young people have the capacity. We can lead. We are ready to lead.
Absolutely.
And we're showing that with everything we're doing.
Absolutely. And we've seen that you've mentioned names. There are a lot of names we do not even know about who can actually lead this country, and in various capacities. Yeah. But let's talk about the exclusion. What can we do? It's obvious that it might not be given to us. We've seen that over and over again. So what can be done to scale that wall of exclusion?
What we're doing now to scale the wall of exclusion is not to agonize, but to organize. And I'll say that again. What we are doing is to organize and not agonize. We're engaging, we're talking to these older generation people, and we're talking to ourselves, the younger generation, to say, don't sit on the sideline, enlist. Fold your sleeves and get on, organize in a community, join a political party, get people to register to vote, and also push legislations within the state and the federal levels that ensure that we're included. Right now, part of what was also achieved with the Not Too Young to Run bill, which a lot of people don't talk about, is that Today, it is illegal, and we're coming for those parties that are still practicing it. It is illegal for you to have a youth leader in your political party today in Nigeria that is above 35 years old.
All right.
So for these parties that still have youth leaders that are above this age, we're coming for you.
All right.
You know, so the idea is that we are working on legislations, we're passing bills, we're engaging the older generation to say, look, if young people are included, both men and women are,
everyone gets to benefit from
society betters.
Yes,
Society
everyone gets
from
to benefit from that. I will see how far that engagement goes. Thank you so much for talking to us as always. Global President, ready to lead Africa. God bless Otubure.
Thank you so much for having me.